So I would have recently looked at how channels like this are
What
exploding.
happens when you take 2 to 3 tablespoons?
When I say exploding, I mean getting this amount of views from just a few months ago. So based on that, I'm going to explore the easiest way of creating something similar to that, but different and hopefully better. And so because it's a long form video that I'm creating, I'm going to navigate by popular. And this video that you saw in the beginning of this video that you're looking at today, that hit 300,000 views. It went past it from just 3 months ago. That search term, olive oil. A lot of search predictions pop up here because this is what people are clearly interested in. But I need some more specific information than this. And so using the vidIQ tool, when I search for olive oil, obviously the Faceless channel that I'm working on is fairly small. So I want to make sure I have high search volume on the term that I'm going to target, while the competition is low to medium. And I did get a good idea previously by the term extra virgin olive oil. As you can see here, this term extra virgin olive oil has high search volume. It is rising and the competition is medium. So based on that, I'm going to apply that extra virgin olive oil to this already proven concept. Maybe what if you take extra virgin olive oil every day for 1 week or for 30 days? And so that is the first step to this. And obviously I'll need some kind of really good script. And so while this script has really good information, I'm not taking the style of this video script. I'll be using similar tools to create the footage like this, but we'll be getting back to that part in a little while. So let me just take this title, which I will modify in the tool that we're going to jump on next. And that tool is Google Gemini. And I'm going to try to keep this really simple. So not just simple, but fast. So I'm going to tell Gemini, create an educational but sarcastic and entertaining 6-minute clean video script for the title. What if you take olive oil, but not olive oil? We're adding in that extra virgin. You know what I mean. Extra virgin olive oil every day for 30 days. And maybe I'll change the what if to this happens. Or maybe I'll make it a little bit more dramatic by changing it to drinking extra virgin olive oil every day for 30 days. Does this. I would click that faster than what if something. And the reason I put educational but sarcastic and entertaining is because I'm trying to add some personality into this to humanize it, not being like I'm reading a blog post. So let me just change this. Well, is it really a complex problem? No. I'll keep things simple by just leaving it like this, and let's create that script. Welcome back, health enthusiasts, biohackers, and people who are only here because the algorithm thinks you have high cholesterol. That sounds like what I was looking for. And so I want to just generate the voiceover from this, but there's just things like host plus the verdict. I don't want it to actually say 5:30 to 6. So I'll tell it something like convert that script into a clean script that could be simply copied and pasted into an AI voiceover tool. And let's see what it does there, because I just want to be able to copy and paste that. I don't want to have to copy one paragraph at a time. Great. So I'll just come here and copy only what I need. There you go. What I'm going to do next is actually not what you think. I did say to make a clean script so that I can use this in a voiceover tool. I'm going to just pull this, and in another tab, I'm going to go on the site onlinevoicerecorder.com. There are many sites like this, but let's just keep it simple. And so I have this script here, and I'm just going to hit record and start reading it, just like this. Record. Welcome back, health enthusiasts, biohackers, and people who are only here because the algorithm thinks you have high cholesterol. And so I'll pause to take a second to just breathe and let you know I'm going to continue the rest of the script doing that, but you don't need to hear me record the entire thing. So I'm going to record the entire thing. I'm done. That was a mouthful. So I'll hit stop, it's processed, and now I can just save the recording. I'll call it something simple like olive oil experiment, just so we know what we're making a video about. Save that. Now that we have the script and the voiceover, it's time to generate the visuals. And so what I'll do is this. I'll come into Gemini and I'll tell it by just hitting use microphone. Generate video prompts based on the following script. Take into consideration the screenshots that are attached. And I'll change this now into a colon and paste the script that I copied previously. So you might be asking, what screenshots am I talking about? And these screenshots are basically visuals from these videos that we looked at. Not video clips, but it's to give an idea as to the style of the video that we want to create, which is pretty much this. So I have a screenshot tool. I'll just click that there, grab some of this image, screenshot 1, scroll to another part of the image. This one, I'll create this and I'll give this one a really creative name, something like screenshot 2. I think that's a lot more specific. This one as well. Maybe something not so zoomed in. Like this one. Grab that. screenshot 3. And so I'm not only using that video, I'll use another one that we talked about earlier on from this channel, maybe this image, because I do want to mix it up. I don't want it to look like I'm creating an Untold Healing channel replica, because it's not. I just used it for the idea. And from this other channel here now, I'll take this one screenshot because this channel quality wasn't amazing. It was useful, but not amazing. So we'll go with that. And I'm going to attach these screenshots now to the prompt. If I can only find back that tab. I think I have too many tabs open. Here it is. Right. So upload files, the olive oil experiment, drop those in there. And now let's generate those video prompts. So I told it to generate video prompts, and it said that it's generating my video. I didn't ask it for a video, I asked for the prompts, but let's see where this takes us. It did say taking 1 to 2 minutes, so I'm thinking this probably really is a video. Why would it take 2 minutes to generate some prompts? This doesn't look like the video that I asked for, but let's just see what this is.
Time for the daily boost. Cheers.
This is clearly not what I asked for, so I'll just head over to ChatGPT to do this because I'm accustomed generating video prompts with ChatGPT, and those silly things don't happen. So I'll just paste the exact thing that we just spoke about to get the video prompts, and let's see what we get here. Perfect. So it said that it's taking the script and turning it into AI video prompts scene by scene, which is what I thought I asked for. Probably I opened the wrong tool. Here's a scene by scene. And so I'll just take these prompts one by one and put it into another tool where I can generate 3 to 5 seconds clips for each one of them. And I probably won't need all of them, but let's do this quickly. And so we just got a lot of video prompts, 53 to be exact. And am I going to generate videos from all of this? No. I'm going to generate some videos and some images. Some of them could actually repeat, make slow and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be this amount. But it's good to know that we have all of the prompts already. And now to create all of those images and videos, I'm going to use Google Flow. And so I'll hit New Project and head straight for the first prompt. Copy it, drop it over in this text box, and we're generating video, not an image, for this first one at least. So I'll hit that, make sure it's 16 to 9, not 9 by 16. This is a long form video. This uses 20 credits. And let's see what we get there. While that is generating, I'll copy the next one. This next one, I'll continue making a video because for the first few seconds of a YouTube video, I want to keep the person hooked. And I think the best thing at this time, because this is not my specialty, I'm not an expert in this niche. So hopefully the 3D animation, as well as the useful information and the personality behind it, can help keep a viewer on longer. I mean, that's why you're still watching here now, right? If not, please keep watching. But yeah, so I'll copy that and have it ready to paste into here next. This is taking a little bit longer than planned, but that's okay because hopefully it's a really good video.
Behold, the liquid gold. Not just any olive oil, folks. This is the nectar of the gods, straight from the sun-drenched.
So this is clearly not what I asked for, and upon investigation I realized I did not attach the reference images, and I also didn't add in the prompts that I didn't want any talking because I already had in my voiceover. And while this sounds really good, I'm just not sure what I'm going to use it for as yet. So I just revamped all of the prompts based on those images, and also I added that I don't want any voiceovers, just sound effects, so no talking or anything like that. And now here are those 53 revised video prompts. So let's copy back this first one and continue this process and make sure that ingredients as well as highlighted. And so this one is way better. Almost perfect actually. So I'll come back over and I will copy the next video prompt because as I mentioned previously, the first few of them I want to make sure that it is video, but I need to also save on the credits, as well as I don't think it's totally necessary to make all of them with videos. Some zooming in and effects could be done on an image to keep it interesting. And the second one is ready. What I'll do is just generate 3 of these videos, maybe 4, and I'll show you what the intro is going to look like. The next one right here, copy, paste, and let's see. Perhaps for the 4th one, just so that you can see how we can use the image, we'll generate an image from it. So I'll take this 4th one, dropping it into here, and what we'll do for this one is choose an image. The sound effects here is not necessary, so we'll just remove that. While this one is loading here, and now the 3rd one is ready. So we have the 3 video clips that I want to use, and I'll generate this image next. And of course, the image should be generated in a shorter space of time. There we go. So that is done. Now we have the voiceover and all of the visuals, the videos, as well as the photos to actually make the video. So I'm going to just drop everything into CapCut. And so in CapCut, I'll drop the voiceover that I generated, zoom into it a little bit. I want to remove that beginning because I don't want any dead air. Use this tool, this splitting tool, and remove this dead air right here. After the select tool, delete that. Bring this forward. And in CapCut, I can add some sound effects. So I'll head over to voice changer and choose something like micro. This makes me sound a little bit better. And people who are only here because the algorithm thinks you. And what I'll do next is simply download the video clips and the image. Drop it into here, video number 2, 3, and the image. Now just drop the visuals on top of the voiceover, and then simply align the visuals to the voiceover. Welcome back, health enthusiasts, biohackers, and people who are only here because the algorithm thinks you. From what I'm hearing, the sound effects is just way too loud. So I'll carry down the volume of the sound effects by just highlighting those video clips. Coming to audio, generally pulling all of those down a bit. Well, not a bit, a lot. And my voiceover, that clearly needs to go louder. So I'll increase that. Let's see how that sounds. Welcome back, health enthusiasts, biohackers, and people who are. And clearly this first clip is playing too slowly. So I'll click that, click speed, and I'll increase the speed, maybe to 2 times the amount because we need to jump to this other clip really fast. And I think the same thing stands for this next clip. I also saw that there's some dead air here as well. So I'll remove that and bring everything around. Actually, there's some simple transitions I can add. I have a few things in my favorites here. Maybe this glitch. So I'll drop this glitch right here and make sure it's applied to all. Any effects? Maybe. I think I have something stored in my favorites there as well. This rebound swing. I'll drop this on top, pull it around, and I want it to be subtle. So I'll just carry down everything here. We want this really subtle. And now let's see what this video looks and sounds like. Welcome back, health enthusiasts, biohackers, and people who are only here because the algorithm thinks you have high cholesterol. Today we're talking about the latest trend that involves drinking straight fat for breakfast. No. Now I think it's coming out really good so far. I'm just going to continue this process over the next 30 minutes or so because it's not a long video script. As you can see, it's just about 4 minutes long. And so you can either try this along with me or you can look at this video next if you're still not convinced that this is something that you should be doing.